Hi, this is Amy with Root Wellness Studio. This is the first video in my free playlist, Intuition OnRamp. The purpose of this video and this playlist is to help anyone seeking higher consciousness or a deeper connection with their intuition to have a place to go to do that. So I figured I would start with, what am I even talking about when I say consciousness? It's something that, of course, is very hard to put into words. As I think about it, I just want to say that consciousness is, it's the everything, it's the oneness, it's like the unity of all that we know as living in life and energy. We each have our own, what I call personal consciousness, like our own kind of collected energies that have connected into our soul that we can contact with our awareness through our human mind. So it's like the personal consciousness actually attaches or connects in energetically with the human form at birth. And it's the thing that's bigger than us. It's the thing that links us to everything else and everyone else in the entire cosmos. These are very abstract concepts for a lot of people, and I get that. I'm trying to think of how to put this into kind of really practical terms. And in the human experience, I would say that you can experience consciousness when you have an emotional connection, like you see somebody else in pain or in joy, and you can almost feel that with them. That's a very human way that you're experiencing consciousness. When we sleep and dream, I think that that's another way that most people can kind of think, okay, there's something besides my awake thinking mind that exists. And when we're sleeping, we're actually accessing our personal consciousness and experiencing different dimensions with it. I'll backtrack a little bit and say, because I know when I'm working in my therapy practice with clients, sometimes even when I say awareness and use that word, that doesn't make sense to people. So I want to explain that too. If you can imagine, every human body has a brain inside of a skull, inside of the head, and the brain's job is to create cognitions. Our prefrontal cortex, behind the forehead, that's where the thinking part of our brain exists. And most of us are very much in tune with what's happening in our thinking brain. And if you stop for a minute and, even close your eyes and just let yourself sort of come into presence with what's happening in your mind right now, you might notice the thinking thoughts that are there, or you might notice the sounds that are around you. That is you using your awareness. That is your awareness. Awareness is always in the present, even if it's connected to or thinking about something in the past or the future. Awareness is a present moment experience, and awareness is separate from the thinking mind because it can observe the thinking mind. So let me just take that in for a minute. Awareness can observe the thinking mind because there is a part of you that can understand, notice that you are thinking. So once you begin to connect with awareness, you start to realize that you can actually have some influence or control over where you focus your awareness. So, for example, I can make my awareness move to my left elbow, and I can sense that it is bent. I can sense that there is some cool air on my arm near my elbow. I can use my awareness to pay attention to things that I decide to pay attention to. So you have some autonomy over your awareness and over your focus. the next steps and what the next videos will be teaching, it relates to being able to connect your awareness to something beyond your human mind. Being able to connect your awareness to your personal consciousness, which is where the sense of intuition comes into play. Intuition is the just knowing, or for some of us, we see, hear, smell, taste, understand information that comes from outside of our thinking mind. Most people have probably had this experience when they just get a gut feeling. That's the way a lot of us describe that. So in the next video, I will go a little bit further into what intuition is and some practices you can do to access a deeper connection with your intuition.